How's it going, guys? It's C-RadTV at a WWE Smackdown review from October 16th. Smackdown 1000. 1000 episodes of Smackdown. We are here at it, folks. So yeah, how about we just get right into this episode? So of course, right at the start, Smackdown will of course play highlights of every historic moment that's happened on Smackdown through the 1000 episodes, the 19 years that's been on the air. From its first episode in 1999... Of course, to the first episode that happened of SmackDown and WWE programming after 9/11, etc., etc., etc. Of course, we had the moment with Big Show and Brock Lesnar destroying the ring in 2003. We also had that famous grocery store scene with Stone Cold and King and Booker T. And a lot of great moments. There was also Carmella winning the Money in the Bank ladder match, fair and square, on SmackDown. So yeah, a lot of great moments happen on SmackDown. So yeah, how about we just go ahead and jump right into the review. So SmackDown starts off with Truth TV. Oh, whoopee. With R-Truth and Carmella in the ring. So right off the bat, R-Truth calls for 2 dance breaks. 2 fucking dance breaks to start the show. Well, we're off to a good start to SmackDown 1000. And they even cut to a fan in the crowd dancing during the dance break. It's like, what the fuck? No. No, this is garbage. Why would anyone fucking fall for this shit? But then again, the WWE fans in the crowd are fucking dumb sheep, so I'm not surprised that they lowered their standards to anything. Like, if you're gonna fucking dance, take your ass to the goddamn club. But yeah, of course, after that, then they try to be professional. So then they introduced their first guest to come out to the show, which would be Stephanie McMahon, the commissioner of Monday Night Raw. Of course, Stephanie was the first commissioner of SmackDown. First general manager of SmackDown. Of course, Stephanie says her visions came to life with SmackDown 1000. And then Shane McMahon's music hits, and Shane McMahon comes out, the SmackDown commissioner. Of course, Shane coming out and telling Stephanie, "Bitch, this is my show. You do not scare me one bit. Get back in line with the rest." Actually, that's not what Shane says, but you get the idea. So, of course, Shane thanks the fans, of course, for their support throughout the years. And, of course, then Shane says that SmackDown is the A show. So, is this hinting toward those big changes coming in 2019? We will have to wait and see. Of course, Stephanie then says that Raw holds themselves to a higher standard, and they wouldn't start the show with Truth TV. Well, if the higher standard is making Raw look like complete dog shit, then you're doing a good job of that. And then Vince McMahon's music hits, and then Vince McMahon comes out, does his normal walk to the ring. Of course, the crowd bowing to him and singing the main course of his theme song, "No Chance in Hell." Of course, Vince comes out saying that the crowd doesn't want to see Stephanie and Shane fight like little children. There you go, Vince. It's like you actually watch my reviews and know what we want. And then Shane says the fans want to be entertained. There you go, Vince. You're finally getting the message. You're getting the message almost 10 years too late. Yeah, it should not be about money. It should be about if we, the fans, were entertained at the end of the day, and you're finally getting the hint. And then Vince says the best way to entertain the fans is call for another fucking dance break. Never fucking mind, Vince. I take all that back. You learn nothing. And that's how we end Truth TV. Fucking garbage. Just a way to start SmackDown 1000. But of course, after that, next up we get a tag team match. We get WWE Champion AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan versus the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. Hey, the Usos! It's been a while since you've been on TV. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. So, highlights of the match. Daniel's single leg was good. Along with the Usos' double insecurity. AJ's roll through into a calf crusher was good, along with Daniel's yes lock. Both would have caused rope breaks. Jimmy's spin kick was good, followed by AJ's pay away. Daniel's suicide dive and missile drop kicks were good, along with the yes kicks. Match ending, Daniel would accidentally hit AJ. Then Jimmy would hit the super kick on AJ, and then the Usos would hit a double super kick on Daniel. Usos get the 3 count for the win. So hey, Usos, welcome back. Enjoy a win over AJ and Daniel's miscommunication. Of course, that's going to set up more for the AJ and Daniel Bryan match at Crown Jewel for the championship. But yeah, we will talk about that a little bit. Next up, we get a segment, the Evolution Reunion. So Triple H, Batista, Ric Flair, and Randy Orton come out. Yes, Batista is back, baby. And for anyone that doesn't follow wrestling, Batista is that Drax guy off Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 and Avengers Infinity War. There, now you know who he is. Okay, so of course they go out. Triple H says you accomplish 1,000 episodes of one show by evolving to an ever-changing world. Well, Triple H, can you please take over for Vince McMahon someday? Maybe this company will get better when Vince McMahon isn't in charge anymore. And then Ric Flair says 1,000 episodes is a lifetime to him. Because Rick's old. I get it. And Randy Orton says their song brings back so many memories back in the days. And then Randy says he's bust his ass night in, night out to make a name for himself and to cement his legacy. And then Batista says he came up with 4 things to say on why he's back. Number 1, Smackdown 1000, 1,000 episodes, of course. Number 2, Smackdown 1000 is in Batista's hometown of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. Number 3, of course, the fans, all the fans in the crowd. Batista says he does it for all of them. That is true. And Batista says he does it whether he'll still like him and respect him, no matter if they cheer or boo, if they call him Bootista or Bluetista. And Batista said the 4th reason he's back is everybody in Evolution. Of course, Evolution was where pretty much Batista's career really took off in the early 2000s. And then Batista says SmackDown 1000 will never happen again. No, it won't. It's a once-in-a-lifetime deal. I think the next 1,000 episode show we may get is NXT 1000, but that's a while away. Don't worry, NXT. Someday you'll get to 1,000 episodes. Someday. So then Batista says Randy has more talent in his pinky than most of the guys in the locker room. Yeah, I can agree with that. Randy's one of the most smoothest in-ring workers in the WWE. I agree with that 100%. So then Batista says Triple H has changed the business and done everything except beat him. Oh, he took a shot at him. And of course, then the segment ends with Batista and Triple H having a tense moment, and then ending it with both of them hugging it out along with Rick. Randy Orton's just sitting there all far away. And all 4 stand tall, and that's how this segment ends. It was pretty mediocre at best. But hey, at least Batista's back. Hopefully Batista's run in WWE this time is a lot better than that shit show he had in 2014. But I believe Batista's return run, this is supposed to set up for Batista going into the Hall of Fame. I think it's going to be a Hall of Fame in 2020. Don't think it's going to be 2019. So next up, we get a WWE America Cup qualifier match. This qualifier consists of Bulgaria's Rusev against Cleveland, Ohio's Miz. So the only highlight of this match was Rusev's spin kick. That was it. Match ending with Kurt Angle also on commentary, the Raw general manager. So Aiden English comes in, interferes. Miz rolls up Rusev. Miz grabs a fistful of tights to get the 3 count for the win. So make that 7 Americans into the America Cup, World Cup. So then after the match, Lana would hit a low blow on Aiden English for post-match assault, and then Rusev would attack Aiden English around the ring, and end it with throwing him across the announce table. So yeah, that's where we end that. So yeah, next up we get the cutting edge. So Edge, the rated R superstar, WWE Hall of Famer, one of Canada's greatest WWE performers all time. Edge comes out to the ring for his one show. So his special guest for this show would be SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch and her challenger Charlotte Flair. So Becky would be the first to come out. Of course, Edge would ask Becky on why she turned her back on her best friend at SummerSlam. before urging her to change her ways, before she burned every bridge the way he had, and one day had to look back on her career alone. Of course, Becky would not take kindly to that advice. Becky would scoff at Edge's advice and told him to leave the ring. And then Becky told Edge to make sure he didn't hurt his neck on the way out of the ring. Becky taking a shot at Edge's career-ending neck injury. Actually, technically, it was cervical spinal stenosis that caused Edge to retire. But it was a neck injury. You can pretty much say that too. Like, pretty much Edge was told if he competed in one more match, he would be risking paralysis or worse, even death. So, of course, Edge is going to make the best move for his health, of course. So, yeah, that's why Edge had to retire, folks, back in 2011 after Mania 27. So then Charlotte Flair comes out. Of course, Charlotte reminds Becky of when she speared Becky through the LED lights on the stage last week. That would then, and then like 95% of the cutting edges that have happened all the time, it would end in a goddamn brawl between Charlotte and Becky. And that brawl would continue until the refs would come up and break up both women. And of course, Becky and Charlotte will face off for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Evolution in a last women's standing match. For anyone wondering, it's just a last man standing match. They just changed man with woman. That's all. In case there's any confusion there. So next up, we get a SmackDown Tag Team Titles match. We get the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods, defending against The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. It's actually a pretty good match back and forth. Match ending after Sheamus would attack Kofi Kingston. Big Show would come out and help Kofi to his feet. And then Big Show would chokeslam Kofi Kingston through the New Day announce table at ringside. So another Big Show heel turn. We really needed this. What is this? Big Show heel turn number 1,592? I fucking lost track after 5. That's how many times this guy's turned heel. Like, seriously, how old is Big Show? He's like in his mid-40s? Does he really need another goddamn heel run? Seriously, WWE? Like, your WWE Creatives team's got to get their fucking shit together. So that match ending, while Big E was distracted by Big Show turning heel again, Sheamus will hit the bro kick on Big E. Sheamus gets a 3 count for the win, so Sheamus and Cesaro are now your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The Big Show will also get in the ring and also raise their hands too. Hooray! Another Big Show heel turn. I am totally shocked by these outcomes. Let me get my stun face. Yay. So next up, we get to our main event, which is a WWE America Cup qualifying match. This qualifying match will consist of San Diego, California's and the returning Rey Mysterio. Yes, Rey Mysterio is from San Diego. He will be taking on Kyoto, Japan's Shinsuke Nakamura. And Shinsuke also happens to be the United States Champion. This is actually a really good match. Some highlights of the match: Rey Mysterio's Hurricane Ranas were good. Shinsuke's knee strikes and normal strikes were good. Match ending, Rey would hit the 619, followed by the Frog Splash to get the 3 count for the win. So, the World Cup qualifying field is set. Here is some misleading advertising for you folks. WWE's going to have a World Cup, but there's one catch. Every competitor in the World Cup is a goddamn American. Jesus Christ, you should just really rename it the WWE America Cup. Like, may as well take the cup, repaint it with the American flag on it, and start playing the Star Spangled Banner, because it's not a goddamn World Cup when every single competitor is a goddamn American. Like, if you want it to be a World Cup, you need to have different wrestlers from different countries in it. Like that, you gotta get an international feel in it. It doesn't feel international when it's every competitor is all from one country. Stupid. It's misleading advertisement. Honestly, someone please get injured or suspended so we can get somebody that's a non-American in the World Cup, please. God damn. Like I said on Raw, this company is so incompetent and so out of touch with reality in their fan base that it's not even goddamn funny anymore. But moving on. Of course, The SmackDown, that's not how we end the show yet. So we end the show with a segment. So Undertaker comes out. Yes, the old bastard is appearing on SmackDown for once. So Taker comes out, he does his normal slow walk to the ring. So Undertaker, of course, just has a brief message. Of course, Undertaker's saying that Triple H and Shawn Michaels at Crown Jewel, both of them would rest in peace. Because, of course, at Crown Jewel, the Brothers of Destruction take on DX. But yeah, that's how we end Smackdown 1000. And a pretty mass show. Well, both World Cup qualifying matches, anyone American going into it is going to take a hamper on it. Like, it was just not really that good. It was pretty mediocre at best. But Smackdown 1000 was the better show than Raw this week. So overall, I give Smackdown 1000 5 out of 10, my final rating. Mediocre at best. But yeah, that's my review. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.